Hi children, in our last video I gave an introduction about active voice and passive voice and very few examples. So now I am going to start with the procedures. Sentences are of different types, isn't it? So assertive, imperative, interrogative, exclamatory, like that. Different kinds of sentences are there. And today everything goes under this active and passive combination. That is, they also comes under this type. So first type today I am going to explain few examples with the assertive statements. Assertive and statement both mean same. First example, active to passive. I will never forget this experience. What is rule? Find out subject I. What's the verb here? Will. What about this never? What about this forget? What is the verb here? Will forget. Okay, will forget is the verb. What is the object? Object, this experience. I will never forget this experience. So, how we have to change as per rule? Object comes to subject place. This experience. Okay. Now, we have to find the tense of the verb. Will forget. It is in future tense. Already I told you to take notes of it. So, whenever you are working out this grammar, just you try to have the tabular column with you, because here it's not clear for you. For your reference, this is the way you have to do. You should always have the tabular column chart with you. Then and there, when you refer and work out the exercise, then you will not forget the procedures. Okay. So, this is simple future. Simple future means will or shall plus V1. In passive, will or shall be plus V3. So, this experience will never be. We have to add be, okay? Will never be, and the verb will be in V3. Will never be forgotten. Third form of forget, forgot, forgotten. By, we have to introduce the agent. By and I. The subject should come to object place. I will be changed into me. So this is the answer. This experience will never be. So my dear children, the main part we have to concentrate in the verb change. Object came to the place of the subject. Subject, object place. We have introduced agent. The 5 rules. I hope you remember the first one. Okay. So this is one example. Now the second example. The tiger was chasing the deer. Subject, verb, was chasing. Verb. What is the object here? The deer. So the deer. What is the verb here? Was chasing. Was chasing means it is in present continuous. We have to add being. So the deer was, deer is singular only. So the deer was being chased. Third form of chase, chased. Being chased by. What is the answer? The subject comes to object place. Right? Tiger. I think sentence statement, changing a statement from active to passive is very easy. SVO, object came here, then very main part was means, that is past tense means past tense only. If it is a continuous one, continuous tense, we have to add being, and verb should be in V3. Is it clear? Then by agent, subject came to the place of the object. Okay. Next example, she has written many books. Subject part, she. What's the verb here? Has written. Okay. And what is the object? Many books. Okay. Now we have to change it into active to passive. Object comes to the place of subject. Many books. Now what we have to see? We have to see to the verb part. What tense? Has plus V3. Have or has plus V3? Present perfect. In passive, have or has plus been plus V3. Okay. Have or has been. Why have or has? Because when the subject is plural, we have to use the plural verb. What is that? Have. For example, she has written a novel. If the subject is a novel, then the answer would be a novel. Then what verb we have to use? A novel has been written. So here many books plural. So many books have been written by her. Okay, written by her. Here, if it is a subject is a novel singular, then we use have, has. Okay, so this is the difference between have and has. When an object comes to the front, according to the singular and plural, we have to use have and has. Okay, books plural have, singular has. A novel has been, but the change is same. The novel has been written by her. She is changed into her. Both place also the same thing. I think it's clear now. The next sentence, active voice and passive voice. The sentence is, how do you find the difference? You would tell me by seeing the word by. See here, by is there. This is how we studied in lower class. But children, remember, you should find active sentence and passive sentence by the use of verb. Only then you will never commit any mistake. Was struck. Okay. The building was struck by lightning. So here, so this is one hint. Okay. We have to find the active voice and passive voice sentence only by the verb format. Fine. Let us do this exercise. So this is a passive to active sentence. The building. The building was struck is the verb. Okay, understood. Passive, lightning, object. Of course, the same rule. Object comes to the front. Lightning. Lightning. Here, was struck. Then you have to see vice versa. No? What we told, you have to see the active tabular column and find out what is the verb change in passive. Similar way, now see the passive tabular column and use the active verbs. That's all. Okay. Was struck means it is also, it is in past tense. Simple past tense. So simple past tense means in active it is V2. So lightning struck. That's all. Was struck. How it is changed? Struck. Lightning strike, struck. Okay, strike is the present verb, struck is the past. Lightning struck the building. Finished. Very simple. So where we have to be very careful is changing of verb, and remember, find out the tense. Okay. So the answer is lightning struck the building. Next example. This morning the burglar was arrested. Find out SVO subject. Will you say this morning? This morning. It is an indication of time. Time cannot be the subject. The indication of time cannot be the subject. The burglar. So this is the subject in this sentence. What is the verb here? Was arrested. Where is the object? Okay, so this kind of passive sentence can also be without an object, without an agent by and object also we can have passive sentence. How to change? So in that cases, we have to introduce a related object. For example, burglar was arrested. Who will arrest them? Arrest the thief? The police. Isn't it? So it is understood. So we are using the subject, the police. Or simply you can write the officer. Any related subject. Okay. As usual. This morning the burglar was arrested. Subject verb. Okay. Now the object has come. We have substituted because in the sentence they did not use. So we have substituted. We have to substitute. The police. And then what is the verb format? Was arrested. This is past tense. Past tense means inactive V2. Second form of verb. The police arrested the burglar because the subject comes to object basis, isn't it? SVO. So the police arrested the burglar this morning. That's all. Clear? This morning. Here is another example. One type of air pollution is caused by hydrocarbon. Okay. Hydrocarbon or carbons. What is the subject here? What's the subject? One type of air pollution. It's not one type alone. One type of air pollution. Then what is the verb here? This is the subject. Is caused. What is the object? after the by agent, isn't it? So the given sentence is an active or passive? Don't see this by. See, is cost. Am or is or are plus V3. Am or is or are plus V3. Is cost. So it is a passive. We have to change it into active. Now object comes to the front. Hydrocarbon is cost. Isn't it? Present tense. So in active simple present, what's the verb format? Verb 1 plus SRES. So hydrocarbon causes. Okay? Verb 1 plus SRES. So hydrocarbon causes one type of air pollution. That's all. This subject now has come down as an object. That's all. It's clear? So today we have seen some of active voice and passive voice sentences, how it gets changes in state and form. In the next video, let us see about interrogative sentences, children. Thank you.